Make your own compost, fast and easy. Compost is garden gold, but buying it can get expensive. So how do you make it yourself without any fancy equipment? The good news, composting at home is simple. Think of it like cooking. You just need the right balance of ingredients. All it takes is 4 key things: greens, browns, air, and water. Let's break that down. You might be asking, but Taco, so what are the green and brown materials? Greens are the fresh, nitrogen-rich ingredients. Think grass clippings, garden trimmings, veggie scraps, coffee grounds, and manure. Even though coffee grounds and manure aren't literally green, they're considered greens because of their high nitrogen content and moisture. And they're like these awesome compost accelerators. They help speed up the whole process. Browns, on the other hand, are your dry, carbon-rich materials. These include chips, sawdust, straw, dry leaves, and even old potting soil. Browns help give structure to your compost, balancing out the nitrogen from the greens. So remember, greens bring nitrogen, browns bring carbon. And both of those are really good for growing, by the way. Now here's the trick. Aim for equal parts greens and browns. If you have too much of one, just save the extra until you can balance it out and chop everything down. Smaller pieces break down faster, so using scissors, a shovel, or even a lawnmower will really speed things up. For an extra boost, add some compost accelerants like coffee grounds, manure, or believe it or not, a little sprinkle of your own natural nitrogen. That's right, a little sprinkle of your own tinkle. These help heat up the pile, accelerating decomposition even more, and that's what we're looking for. Once your greens and browns are set, the next key ingredient is water. As you add materials, sprinkle in water to keep it moist, but don't overdo it. Your compost should feel like a damp sponge. Too dry, it won't break down. Too wet, it'll start to smell, and that's definitely not what we want. Finally, the last step is turning. Every few days, give your compost pile a good turn. This lets oxygen in, which keeps the microbes happy and speeds up the decomposition of the compost. It's also why we want aerobic or oxygen-rich decomposition. Turning regularly is the key to preventing and keeping it all breaking down quickly. Pro tip, to help lock in moisture and heat, cover your pile with chips, cardboard, or even a tarp. This lets you control the temperature and moisture, keeping your compost on the fast track to becoming rich, dark soil.